Okay, had a little interruption. This is my third attempt to produce artificial vitae. The former compounds lack the potency I need, but I sense I'm close. Calamine and orpiment are given, and the cuprite binds them well. This time I will attempt aqua regia instead of aqua fortis, and hope it will produce a more even solution. Are we making like acid or something? The experiment was unsuccessful. The solution is highly acid and proves impractical to put in any use except as a detergent. Organic tissue reacts especially violently to the solution and should be handled with the greatest care. I might be able to use the recipe, but I'm losing hope that I will find an alchemic solution to my predicament. Okay. What is this? One day I will return. If it wasn't for the thought of you, my love, I wouldn't be able to go on. When I find myself doing terrible things, I take comfort in you, as long as I'm able to think of you and long for a life together. I know I'm better than the others. I weep for them. They lust for power without restraint, where I only crave fair judgment and safe return. Whoops. So, this is my letter. I'm thinking this is my letter to someone else. What the fuck? Why am I getting like these lag spikes or frame spikes? There we go. Let's go. Why am I framing all of a sudden? See, I call it framing because it's frames, not lag. I feel like lag should be something for online. So I'm calling it framing. I'm framing my tits off. Okay. So... who's up there? I feel like I'm just going down like a memory lane trip sort of thing, but a terrible one. Tabularium. Tabularium. Let's go in here. Archives. Let's go into the archives. Oh, this way. I hear the weird, creepy noises, and I don't like it. Oh my goodness, why am I getting frame spikes? For the love of Jesus.
16th of May, 1839. The unflinching African sun has continued to plague our expedition, making it impossible to dig until dusk. How Professor Herbert managed to find the location in these vast plains of nothingness remains a mystery to me. When I asked him about the tomb again, he told me about the legend of Tin Hanan, the mother of us all. An interesting story in its own right, but I can't help feeling there's more. Later that evening, we uncovered a passage beneath the dunes leading to a sand-covered stone structure.
Ooh.
The professor was confident it was the tomb we sought and ordered the others to clear the way late into the dark, cold night. Tomorrow, I shall lead the men into the ancient structure, hoping to reach the burial chamber. No matter what the professor is keeping from me, the dig should yield something interesting to take back to London and the British Museum.
Riri. So we're doing this for humanity, Kafka. I don't know. Okay, so this was just open. Which is good. I need open things more often. I hereby offer my full attention and services to Alexander, Baron of Brennenburg. This contract will rank for a total of 3 years when my freedom shall return to me. In addition, Alexander, Baron of Brennenburg, is to recommend my services at the Prussian royal court and within the sanctum of the Order of the Black Eagle. May no man break the seal. Wilhelm, House of Garrick. Garrick. I don't get Garrick. Sounds better. More medieval. I feel like we're in medieval times. Ooh, tinderbox. Oh no, it makes sense. The fuck was that? It's just like a... Actually, it wasn't that.
17th of May, 1839. My hands tremble as I write. I feel a need to document my tribulation, for I fear that my memory will fail me if I linger. Today, I took some men and ventured into the dark, ancient passage we uncovered. Our torches burned faintly in the murky air as we slowly made our way underground. The men were superstitious and fearful. They argued loudly, and I felt their strange language getting to me. I mustered my strength and yelled at them to continue down the slopes and broken steps. The crudely carved passage confused me. It looked much older than the 4th century structure we had expected. The twisting path emerged into a great antechamber. The walls were lined with statues unlike any I'd ever seen. Despite their unearthly quality, I felt a strange familiarity toward them, which haunts me still. At the far end of the chamber, a great slab of stone sealed off whatever lay ahead. I gave the order to raise it, and as I pushed through the narrow space, the heavy stone suddenly dropped, sealing me inside.
Oh no.
I was trapped.
You were trapped. That explains why you're crazy. But I like the voices. The voices are like so... I don't know. I don't want to compare it to Morgan Freeman, because Morgan Freeman's like 100 times better than these voices, but they're in there. They're in there. I just broke a pot. It was a chair. Okay. You. Sounds like someone's playing the piano. I honestly thought this was a box, but it isn't. Like a thing that can open. Someone is playing the piano, and I don't like that. I don't like it when I'm alone and what if I'm not alone? What if it's the shadows that he was talking about? Could possibly be the shadows. Actually, I'm gonna try to use the tinder boxes now, since I have more tinder boxes than anything else. So as an obvious... Why did the piano stop? The piano was right here. What could this mean? Can I play? Motherfucker! Don't scare me like that. Lever. Just want to play the piano. Okay, what do they mean by lever? So there's a lever nearby. There's a gaping hole right there. The fuck was that? What the fuck was that? Hello? Nothing. But then here's another piano, so it could have been here actually. They played a map. Probably useless. 2 more scrolls. Another scroll. Tabula. This is exactly what happened in the diary or journal, if you will. That's exactly what happened. Okay, let's go.
Much of the castle is old and hasn't been tended to for centuries. When the shadow arrives, it won't take long until things start falling apart.
Oh.
We're just buying time anyway. Let's do what we can.
There isn't much to be done about the walls. We should reinforce weak structures. The ground will tremble and there's a risk everything will cave in on us, especially downstairs. Here, and there.
Sorry.
Let's get the servants working on it.
Oh, so that's because of the shadow that was. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Can I pick you up? Can I pick you up? Yes, I can. Maybe I can throw this. Oh, a note. Please don't do this. Please don't do this. Please don't do this. Stupid shadow.
17th May, 1839. After pounding the unforgiving stone wall for what seemed like an eternity, I realized it was hopeless. I was trapped. I fell to the ground, gasping for air, trying to focus. That's when I saw a faint blue shimmer. My weakened body was heavy to carry, but I managed to push myself toward the enchanting light.
Ooh.
It was waiting for me. Enclosed in dark nothingness, I felt myself drawn to the mystic light. I reached out, closing it in my hands.
What the hell is it?
The faint glow escaped my fingers and began to spark brightly and spirit me away, unlocking alien memories of spiraling towers, endless deserts, and impossible geometry. The next thing I can remember is the grating sound of stone being lifted, the voices of the Arabs pulling me to safety, and grasped firmly in my hands was the broken pieces of a most peculiar relic.
Guess now someone is playing the piano again. Why does everyone like to play the piano? Why not like a clarinet or a, I don't know, guitar? Okay, so that's everything in there.
You have to be swift when you activate the first one. You hear that? If it stops, you'll have to start over.
Isn't all this a bit excessive?
You can never be too careful, Daniel.
Really? Guess I gotta do the book thing. I feel like I'm wasting the tinder boxes. But there's something here. Why can't I break this one? Can a book break it? Oh, it's already broken, that's why. Maltstad of Brenningburg Castle, 1801. Another region rich with lore is Altstadt, deep within the East Persian woods. For centuries there have been stories surrounding the hamlet and its neighbor, Castle Brenningburg. The quiet forest-clad mountains dressed with scattered lakes is a picturesque as can be, albeit the area is haunted by the dark. Ask any local and you will hear proof of the widespread superstition. All travelers should indulge themselves in such conversation, since it will certainly serve as an exciting entertainment. All of them have their own twist on the tables, but there are some motives that keep reappearing. The gatherers have visited and done more. You guys can pause and read these. This is too much to read. I might pause later and read them. But I think what I was trying to say, it was like there was some monsters. I had to do something with monsters. I did it! Oil. So I feel like that was something to do with, like I said, monsters. A key. I got a key to the wine cellar. Regarding the closing of the wine cellar, Wilhelm and his fools have endangered my research long enough with their absent-minded handling of the human vessels. The sheriff is keeping a watchful eye on the forest and is killing my trusty servants. It's just a matter of time until they follow the trail to Brennenburg. I need to lock Wilhelm and his men up to avoid further investigation from the public. The wine cellar will therefore be sealed off until the matters has been handled. Excuse me. Either the king's men leave or they will starve. Whatever comes first, they can rot for all I care. Maybe I will feed them some wine. It would in a sense solve both of my problems. So was he like trying to poison them? So he captured some people and took them down to the wine cellar, and he kept them off because I don't know. Oh, that's something else. So where's the exit? Won't budge. Oh, that's right. I have to go through here. What the fuck? Motherfucker! What the fuck was that? I don't like that noise. I just heard someone play the piano. Fuck this, I'm getting out of here. I feel like the wine cellar is gonna be worse. It was done. The men said the tomb had been revealed to... What the fuck? Oh, what the fuck? Oh, what the fuck? This cuts me? Or this hurts me, I mean? Like, punches me in the gut. Ow. Twisted my leg. Wait. A rock? That looks something that can be broken. Broken. I can't be broken. Okay, whatever. So, I'm ended here for the meantime. You can go subscribe, you can like, you can share, whatever. As long as it's something, you can help me out. If you do that, you will help me out a lot. Feedback is always appreciated. And I will see you in the next episode. Yeah, I feel like this was too long of an episode, so next time I might like time myself so it can be a shorter episode. But yeah, anyways, thank you for watching. I'll see you next time.